Hi everyone, welcome to PrepFusion. So in this video we are going to talk about a gate virtual calculator. Okay, so first let me give you some important points. So first thing is that you should download the gate virtual calculator now. If you haven't downloaded, you should download it now. You can download in your PC as well, in your mobile as well. Ideally what you should do, that whenever sir I solve any problem, whether it is in my gate class, or it could be sir some workbook, it could be some assignment, it could be some DPP. So whenever you solve the problem, ideally you should open the gate virtual calculator in PC and then you should solve the problem. But do you really think that you are that much dedicated enough that sir, even if the problem is going into the class, at that time as well I will solve the problem in my PC only? No, you will do it for 1-2 days and then you will get back to your own scientific calculator that you usually use. So better what you do, you download it in your mobile. Okay, I started my gate preparation in 2020. Till this date, till 2025, I always use gate virtual calculator, no matter whatever the calculation I am doing, whether it is related to gate examination or not. I always use gate virtual calculator. Why so? Because I want to be comfortable with the keys. Let's just say I need to calculate log 3, 5, whatever it is, log base 3, 5. So there I should not be thinking how would I do it. I should be that much comfortable with the keys that okay, this much buttons I need to click and I will get the answer. If I only download in PC, then I would be dedicated for 1-2 days, but after that I will again get back to my same things only. So what we do, till the examination, till December, we get comfortable with the keys, because all the calculation we will be doing in our gate scientific virtual calculator that is there in our mobile. Now the doubt would be that sir, in the examination you will be getting the mouse and you will not be having your fingers to click on. You will have to use the mouse. Then sir, how we will do it? So that practice will be done when you write down the test series. You will be writing down the test series, right? If you are going to do well in the gate examination, then you will write down the test series. In test series as well, there will be gate virtual calculator only. So there also you can you can practice enough, right? Like let's just say I open my gate virtual calculator. So I have the extension downloaded here. I will open this extension. Yeah. So now I need to click the key 56 into 45. 56 into 45, whatever the results come, and then you need to take the under root. All those, everything I will tell you. Don't worry about that. But this is how the practice will be done. Okay, don't worry about that. Only thing is you should be comfortable with the keys. So let's get started. I will tell you some important point about this gate virtual calculator. So in gate virtual calculator, there are three things: X, key, and Y. Three things are there: X, key, and Y. This would be your always first input. This would be your second input, and this would always be your third input. And if there is nothing written, let's just say there is under root written, right? Only under root is written. That means inside it there is X. Here you see there is only cube root is written. So inside this there is X. So whenever there is nothing written, that means there is X written. Is that clear to you? So X will always be your input. First input will always be X. Let's just say I need to calculate log 3, log base 10 3. So this log is base 10, this log is base 10, okay, and this log is base E. Is that clear to you? This log is log 10 and this ln is log E. You don't need to mug it up, okay, you don't need to mug it up. Slowly you will build up the practice. Now I need to calculate log 10 3. Only log is written, no, and I will by default I know that it is base 10. So after that there is X written, and I told you always the input is X. First you need to put the value of X. So what I need to calculate? I need to calculate log 3. So what I would do? First I would put the value of 3. First I will put 3 and then I will put log. There you go. This is the answer, 0.477 or 3 ln 1.098612. So whatever X that is written, that would be your input. Whose log you need to calculate? 3's log I need to calculate, right? Log 10 10, what that would be? 1. So X is the first input, then there is a key, and if Y is required, then Y also you can go. Let's just say I need to calculate e to the power 3. So 3 e to the power 3, power e3, e to the power 3. Let's just say I need to calculate e to the power 5. E to the power, what I need to calculate? E to the power minus 5 I need to calculate. These calculation will be highly used. So minus 5, how will you do it? First you will put minus sign. Wait a second guys. First what you will do? Will you use minus sign like this? You can do this, but what I usually do is that I put 5 and then I put on this plus minus sign. Where is that plus minus sign? It is not there. So, yeah, oh, sorry, here it is. So what we do, 5 and then click on plus minus 5 and then e to the power. So e to the power minus 5. So I usually don't do that minus I put then 5, then minus 5, then e to the power minus 5. Slowly you will build up the practice, whatever that is comfortable for you. So what I usually do is that, let's just say 42 I need to do, so plus minus e to the power minus 42. So this is how I can do. Is that clear to you? All fine. So let's do a big calculation. And second thing is degree and radian here. So degree, you already know the meaning of degree, you already know the meaning of radian. Let's just say I need to calculate sine pi by 3. So is it in radian or is it in degree? It is in radian, right? So what I can do? Sine pi by 3 is equal to sine 60, right? So what I will do is that, if I need to calculate in radian, so where is pi? Pi divided by 3. What is the result I am getting? After that I need to put the sign, but here it is degree, but this should be in radian. So I will convert it and then I will put. So 0.866. Similarly, what I could have done, I know that pi by 3 is 60. So 60 and then I should convert it to radian, sorry, then I should convert it to degree, then sine 60, 0.866. So degree and radian, this thing also you need to take care. Now which all keys will be very hardly used. So being an EC electrical and instrumentation student, I don't think you ever will have to use these keys. Okay. This also you will not be able to, you will not be required to use, and these keys also you will never be required to use. Sir, I need to do some, sir, whatever the data I get first, then I will keep on adding up these data. So don't do that thing, okay? In GATE examination, never ever time will be less. So if you feel like that, sir, there is big calculation, then break it down in smaller calculation. I will do the big calculation as well. Have some patience, but we will never use these calculations. It's been 5 years since I have been solving all the GATE values, everything with the GATE calculator only. I never used these keys. I never used these keys as well. Okay. For mode, I also never use it, because let's just say if I am having minus 5, then what I will do? I will click on plus minus sign. Let's just say if I am having minus 5 and I know that my answer would be plus 5, then I can click on this plus minus 5. And if I am having plus 5 and I know that my answer would be minus 5, then again I can click on this plus minus sign. Are you able to understand this point? What I am saying is that, let's just say somehow I got 5, but I know that for the further calculation I need to use minus 5. Basically somehow I did some calculation, I got the answer 5, but I know that for the further calculation I need to calculate e to the power minus 5. So just as I got 5, plus minus 5, here I will put a plus minus. So whatever the, if positive sign was there, it would make it negative. If negative sign was there, it would make it positive. Or here you can click on mode as well. Okay, I never used it. Okay, this is not the modulus. Sorry guys, this is that remainder thing. Mode. What is the value of 24 mod 5? So if you divide 24 by 5, then what will be the remainder? 4. So that is this mode. Okay. So it is not the modulus. Sorry guys, because I never used it, so that's why I did not know it. So you will never use it. So let's use it right now only. What does it do? Let's check. 24 mod 5. 4. Okay. When 24 is divided by 5, what is the remainder it will give you? That is 4. Right. So yeah. So remainder problems cannot be asked in GATE aptitude problem, right? Because directly someone would be able to do it from here. Let's just say, sir, 81 square divided by 9. What kind of remainder you will get? 0. So modulus problem will never be coming. Remainder problem will never be coming in the GATE examination. Just now we discovered it, because there is a modulus available here. Okay, so if problems are coming based on remainder, then you can solve it from here only. So remainder problems will not come from now onwards, right? Because mode is already available. So yeah, these you can use to solve the aptitude problem. But you know that even professor would know that if there is mode available, they will never frame the problem on remainders. So this also we will never use. Factorial sometimes you may have to use to solve the PNC problems, but sometimes only, right? And then sine, cos, tan, sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, then log y, log 2x, ln e to the power x cube, x square, mod x, cube root, all these keys we surely use. So let's do a big calculation. So I will randomly put some calculation. Let's make it more tougher. And all of this is there in e to the power. Okay, e to the power, this is there, e to the power sine under root, sorry, e to the power sine, in the sine there is this angle under root log 7 10 to the power 4 into 10 to the power minus 16 upon 7 into 10 to the power 3 plus 4 into 10 to the power 4. This calculation I need to do. So first of all, what I will do, so 10 to the power 16 I see here, blindly I will not go to the calculator. So 10 to the power minus 16, here I see 7 into 10 to the power 3 plus 4 into 10 to the power 4. What I can do? So this I can write down as 40 plus 7, 47. 47 into 10 to the power 3. 10 to the power 3 goes upward, it would become 10 to the power minus 19. So in this side, what I would do is that, so 10 to the power minus 19, then whatever the calculation is there, and downward I am having 47, because 40 plus 7, 47 into 10 to the power 3. So this goes at 10 to the power minus 19. Okay. So 10 to the power minus 19 divided by 47. And then here log 7 10 to the power 4 we are having. So now I will do this calculation using the calculator. Okay, so what I would do, I need to calculate, sir, log base 7 10 to the power 4. What did I tell you? What is the first key? First key is x. So I need to use this one, log yx. So first I would put x value 10 to the power 4 inside the bracket. What is there? 10 to the power 4. So I will put 4 and then 10 to the power 4. 4 10 to the power 4, or directly you could have put directly 10,000 you could have put. But how do you write down 10 to the power? Then let's just say 10 to the power 8 I need to put. So here 10 to the power x is there. So I told you first input is x. So 10 to the power x. In that manner you can do, or as of now we need 10 to the power 4. Okay. Second input would be the key. This is the key. And third input would be the y. Y is the base 7. So this answer we will get 4.77, 4.7331, whatever we are getting. Then I know that 10 to the power minus 19 would be done. Now I know that if I do 10 to the power minus 18, in this place if there was 10 to the power minus 18, in this place if there was 10 to the power minus 18, then my job would have been very easy. So what I can do, whatever the answer that I am getting, that divided by 10, or directly what I can do is that divided by 470, because 10 to the power minus 18 is there in under root. If I take it outward, it would become 10 to the power minus 9. Right? So this is how smartly I need to do the calculation. So whatever the answer that you are getting now, divided by 470, now multiply with 10 to the power minus 9, right? So what I would do is that I will write down this answer, what I am getting, 0.01007 something. Then I need to multiply with 10 to the power minus 9. So first I will write down this 10 to the power minus 9 now. So what I would do, so 9 plus minus 10 to the power minus 9, 10 to the power minus 9, then multiply with 0.01007, whatever it was, whatever that you get, this is the thing that you are getting, and then you need to take the under root. Then you need to take the under root. So this is the under root sign. So whatever the input that I was having, 0.01007 into 10 to the power minus 9, this was the input that I was having, and then I need to take the under root, and then I need to take the sinusoid. Sinusoid of, is this in degree? No, it is in radian. So change it to radian and then sinusoid. So this is the sinusoid that you are getting, and then you need to take e to the power. So this is again x, then again you need to take e to the power. So answer is coming out to be 1.00003. This is the answer that is coming out to be. So bottom line is that wherever I stop, mostly I stop when 10 to the power something into some number, let's just say 7 is coming. So I have calculated this 7 number. So now I will stop. I will again start my calculation, because 10 to the power something that I will put first. Let's just say 10 to the power 2.3 is there. So first I will do, what I will do is that So what I will do, first I will put 2.3, then 10 to the power 3, then into 7, and let's just say then I need to take under root, then I have taken under root. So this is my habit only, that whenever some constant number into 10 to the power something is coming, so there I stop. That constant number I write down. There, here I wrote down 0.01007. Although this calculation also you can do directly, but I don't recommend doing it directly. Using this exponent you can do it directly, but again it is risky. Okay, I never ever do it directly. Whatever the result that I get, 10 to the power something into some number. So that number I will write down. That number I have written down here, and then I will do this calculation. 10 to the power something, first I will write down. Let's just say again, let me do 10 to the power 5 into some number I got 56.32, 5.32 it is written, 5.32 into 10 to the power 5, and then sir I needed to take the under root, then sir I needed to take the ln, and then sir again I need to take the 10 to the power, and then I needed to take what I needed to take, then again I needed to take the under root, sir, and then I need to calculate its log with the base 2, so 10.94. Yeah, sorry for the interruption, guys. So what I was saying is that no matter whatever the calculation you do it in the gate virtual calculator only. Just remember few things, that x will be your first input, second input will be your key, and third input will be your y. That's it. If you remember these things, then there is no one who can stop you doing the calculation in a good manner. Okay. So gate examination is never the examination of speed. This thing I say again and again. Like, go to gate rankers, they will never ever say that sir our speed was the issue there. Never the speed was the issue. Okay, so you can do the calculation in a very good manner. Okay, you can have some patience and you can do the calculation. You ask anyone like, sir I did not even know the concept, then I was not able to solve the problem. It's not that sir speed was not there, I was taking too much time in the calculation. These things will never happen in your gate examination. They will frame the question, they will set the question paper in a manner that it could be done highest in 2.5 hours. Still you are given 3 hours. So don't worry about the speed. Speed will never be an issue. Okay. So just keep on doing whatever the calculation that you do it in the gate calculator only. You download it in PC or you download it in your mobile. Best case would be that you do all the calculation in PC, but it is not feasible to everyone. Then you do it at least in the mobile as well, so that you could be comfortable with the keys. Okay, and then you will be using your mouse for the test series purpose. There you will build up the practice that how to use the gate virtual calculator for the final examination purpose, right? Because there you will have to use this mouse. So have the mouse as well with you whenever you write down the full length test series. Within 250 rupees you can purchase the mouse from your Amazon. Okay, yeah, thank you very much, happy learning. And EC student might be knowing that, EC and electrical and instrumentation student, that we are currently running a free trial on our platform. So you can go to our website and there you can see all the courses are available absolutely for free till 14th of September. Along with that, you are getting 26% off on all the GATE courses. You can apply the code GATE26, GATE26, GATE26. So that is our engineering day offer. So till 15th of September, you will be getting this promo code. Okay, so you can apply the code GATE26 on all the GATE courses. You are getting 26% off. Okay, then yeah, thank you very much. Happy learning.